In this video, you'll learn how to split cells in tables in Google Docs. Whether you're organizing data, cleaning up a document, or fixing a layout issue, knowing how to split a merged cell gives you a lot more control over how your table looks and works. Let's start with your document open in Google Docs and a table already inserted. You might have a table where two or more cells have been merged together into one larger cell. Maybe it's a header that stretches across several columns, or a section you merged earlier and now want to separate again. Splitting a cell basically does the reverse of merging. It takes that one combined cell and divides it back into multiple cells, either horizontally into rows, vertically into columns, or both. First, locate the merged cell you want to change. This will usually be a wider or taller cell that clearly spans more space than the others around it. Click anywhere inside that merged cell so it's active. You don't need to highlight text inside it. A single click inside the cell is enough for Google Docs to know which one you want to work with. Once your cursor is inside the merged cell, right-click on it. If you're on a Mac and using a trackpad, you can either click with 2 fingers or hold down the Control key while you click. On a mouse, just use the right mouse button. A contextual menu will appear next to your cursor with options related specifically to tables and text formatting. From this menu, look for the option labeled Split Cell. It should appear along with other table options like inserting rows and columns, deleting cells, and merging cells. Go ahead and select Split Cell. As soon as you click it, Google Docs will open a small dialog box that lets you choose how you want to divide that merged cell. In this dialog, you'll see fields where you can enter the number of rows and the number of columns you want to split the cell into. This is where you decide the final layout. For example, if you want to split one big cell into 2 smaller cells side by side, you would set it to 1 row and 2 columns. If you want to stack cells on top of each other, you might choose 2 rows and 1 column. You can also create a grid inside that cell, like 2 rows and 2 columns, if you need 4 smaller cells in that same space. Type in the numbers that match how you want your table to look. Take a moment to think about the structure of your data. If you're splitting a header cell, you might be preparing to add separate labels for each column under it. If you're splitting a content cell, you might be dividing information into smaller, more readable chunks. Once you've chosen the number of rows and columns, confirm your choice in the dialog box. Google Docs will immediately apply the change and you'll see the merged cell break apart into the new cells you specified. Any text that was inside the original cell will typically stay in the top left of the new divided area, so you may need to move or adjust that content so it fits neatly into the new cells. From here, you can click into each new cell, add or edit text, adjust alignment, and continue formatting your table as needed. If you change your mind later, you can always merge cells again or split them in a different way. And that's all there is to it. By right-clicking the merged cell, choosing split cell, and then selecting the number of rows or columns you need, you can quickly reshape your tables in Google Docs to better match your content.